Yo, what is going on YouTube? This is your boy Dan, aka aDrive. I'm bringing you guys my Pokemon Sun and Moon team here for Pokemon Sun and Moon and the Alola region. We have almost 50 Pokemon announced right now between new Pokemon and Alola forms, and I thought it'd be really fun to cover the 6 Pokemon that I like the most that I would like to add to my team for Sun and Moon. Now, obviously, my team here is subject to change because there's Pokemon that haven't been revealed yet, and maybe something will really catch my eye in the next couple weeks or the next couple months leading to the release, but I thought it'd be really fun to talk about the Pokemon that I like the most so far and that I really want to include on my journey because they just have such either cool designs or cool typings or whatever it may be. Now, the best part of this video is I encourage you guys to show your love in the comment section below and let me know what team of 6 that you guys are planning to bring so far in the Alola region and why, including your starter and everything in between. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed, and definitely make sure you guys subscribe if you're new for multiple Pokemon videos every single day. So let's jump right into it. The Alola region, just like every other Pokemon journey, starts off with your starter Pokemon, and it is absolutely no secret that I am Team Rowlett. No offense to anyone, Team Litten or Team Poplio. I love those two little dudes too, but Rowlett just stands out to me as being this super duper cute little owl guy, and I usually pick the grass starter if I'm being completely honest anyway, and I just like Rowlett. But the thing I like the most about Rowlett, and you may get some spoilers here, there was a Chinese leak that I did cover a couple weeks ago, and the Chinese leak showed that there was a couple different evolutions, and this would be, in theory, the final evolution for Rowlett. Now, this isn't confirmed, but there's a lot of other information that shows that this probably is going to be true, and I love this design. The archery idea with Rowlett shooting out some cool arrows, some feather arrows, that's just really cool in my opinion, and I would love to add this thing to my team. Even though grass and fly may not be the best typing in the world, I think it'd be a lot of fun to have Rowlett on the squad, and I think it's just super duper cute, man. He like turns his head around to look at you. I'm really excited about Rowlett, and to be honest, for me personally, Poplio and Litten just didn't really stand out to me as starters, but that could change based on their final evolutions, but we'll have to see. The next Pokemon that I most certainly need to add to my Pokemon Sun and Moon team is definitely Rockruff. Now, Rockruff is this Pokemon that we don't know much about other than the fact that it is a rock type. It's probably located early in the game, and we do know that it has a unique evolution method or some sort of secret that is shared with the starter Pokemon. Now, what that secret is, I'm not sure, but we can come up with a bunch of different theories regarding how Rockruff is going to evolve or what it's going to evolve into. A lot of people are speculating it's going to be a werewolf Pokemon, which is what was included in the Chinese leaks. But one of the things that could be really neat about Rockruff is it could be the Alola version of Eevee, which is another theory that's been kind of tossed around the internet. And if that's the case, this thing could be super duper cool. Obviously, Eevee is the Pokemon that has so many different types when it evolves based on its DNA. Perhaps Rockruff has something very similar based on the Alola island it's on, based on when it evolves. I mean, we know there's a chance that it's going to evolve at nighttime into a werewolf. We know that, but it shares a secret with the starters, and we're still not sure what that is, and I need to find out what that secret is, whether it's revealed before the games come out or during the games or whatever it may be. I want to find out what's going on with Rockruff, and I think if it is the Alolan version of Eevee, essentially that same kind of concept where it changes forms, it is such a cool Pokemon and would be such an awesome addition to any team. Plus, I feel like I never really use rock-type Pokemon in Pokemon games. I feel like, I mean, aside from maybe your Geodudes and your Onixes, which are always pretty cool, I feel like I never can think of an instance where I had a rock type in my team for like a first playthrough. I always tend to stay away from those Pokemon. I like other types more, but this will be a really cool opportunity to have Rockruff on the team. I think it is a really neat looking Pokemon, and I'm really excited to see what it evolves into, whether it be through an official announcement or whether we find out during the gameplay itself when we finally get Sun and Moon. It's going to be super exciting nevertheless, and I think Rockruff will be an awesome addition to the team. Now, we've got some other cool Pokemon to add, and I think you could probably tell Vikavolt has to be on my team, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness, this Pokemon has become a huge favorite of mine since it's been released for Pokemon Sun and Moon. Grubbin, Lord Grubbin, my savior, Lord Grubbin with its hidden ability, Soul Destroyer. My Twitch viewers will know those jokes. I have an emote on my Twitch stream for Charge-a-Bug. We have the Charge-a-Bus emo coming through. Of course, the Charge-a-Bus rocking on the streams, and Vikavolt has just a wonderful design. It is definitely one of the coolest looking bug type Pokemon that we have seen, in my opinion, since like Scyther Pinsir. I mean, It seems like every gen, they really come out with this cool looking bug type. Obviously, 6th gen kind of lacked that. No offense, Vivian. But, you know, Scolipede was pretty awesome. And then you had some really, really cool ones like Yanmega was really neat, in my opinion. And then now we have Vikavolt, the electric and bug type Pokemon with Levitate, which actually makes it so it's only weak to, I think, rock and fire type, if I'm not mistaken, which makes this thing pretty interesting because it can dodge those ground type moves, even though they'd be neutral. And I don't know, this thing is looking like it's going to be a pretty hefty special attacker with probably a decent speed set, I would guess, and I'm sure it's going to be an awesome Pokemon to use in my playthrough, especially if it gets like a really neat hidden ability. We saw in the trailer it used the move Zap Cannon. If it were to get some sort of way to boost Zap Cannon's accuracy, perhaps something that boosts electric type moves or something accuracy, not quite Compound Eyes, because that's only a 30% increase, but maybe something else. I mean, there could be a lot of different options for hidden abilities, but it does seem as though Grubbin is available relatively early in the game, and I definitely am going to make it a priority on my list to grab a Grubbin to evolve into Vikavolt as soon as humanly possible. This is probably the Pokemon I'm most excited about for Sun and Moon so far, and as you can probably tell from my YouTube avatar and my Twitch avatar and all that stuff, I just absolutely love this Pokemon. I think it looks amazing. I love its design. I just love how fierce it looks without looking like too cheesy in a way, and I'm just hoping its stats kind of back up how cool it looks, and I definitely want to have this thing on my squad. So I'm sure I'm not the only one, man. Lord Grubbin hopefully coming through. The next Pokemon I'm really excited for is Cutiefly, and it's not that I really like Cutiefly itself, it's just that I have a very strong feeling, and I'm sure you guys will probably agree, it's pretty likely that Cutiefly is going to evolve, right? I mean, I don't think we've ever seen a Pokemon like Cutiefly that hasn't evolved, unless you want to think of like a Love Disc type of Pokemon. But I really feel like Cutiefly is going to evolve, and it's the first ever bug and fairy type, and you guys probably know by now I love bug types. They're my favorite type in the game. I am the bug maniac, of course, and I have to try Cutiefly out. I just have to. It's a really neat looking Pokemon, first of all, but the thing that really stands out to me is the fairy and bug typing, which is something I was hoping for from Vivian, but Vivian decided to just be bug flying like every other bug Pokemon in the game. But nevertheless, I'm hoping and hopeful that Cutiefly's evolution is absolutely amazing. I think it could be really cool, and I just love the typing. So it's gonna be hit or miss though. It could be totally ugly and weird looking and like terrible, or it could be really awesome and really powerful, and who knows, man. I mean, it might be like the Combee Vespiquen type of deal, but something slightly different. I don't know, we'll see, but I think I have to try Cutiefly out at this point just because I want to see what it's gonna evolve into, and I love the bug fairy typing. It's about time bug gets paired with something really good. I mean, it's got some good pairings. Steel is pretty good and stuff, but Fairy's a good type, man. So I'm excited to see what Cutiefly ends up looking like when all is said and done. But we're not done here because this countdown gets even better. My top 6 or my 6 Pokemon for Sun and Moon continues with Execute and Alola. What are you doing, Executor? He's too big to fit on the screen. Anyway, we got Execute and Alolan Executor, of course, which is just super duper tall. And I gotta have this thing on my team, man. When I saw this thing revealed, it just took over the internet with all the memes. And I just thought it was hilarious, man. Dragon and grass typing. I love it, man. I just want to use this thing and just have its head just bash things into the ground throughout the whole playthrough, and I just have to do it. I have to have Alolan Executor on my team, and if I don't, it'll be a failure. I'm going to take my games back to GameStop and trade them in and just start playing like, I don't know, Barbie's Cooking Kitchen or something. You gotta have Executor on your team if you're an all-star, if you're a baller. Gotta have Alolan Executor. So there's absolutely no doubt in my mind that this guy is gonna be on my team, and I'm so excited. I've never really used Execute or Executor on a playthrough. I've never really thought of them as being a Pokemon that I wanted to add to my team. But when it's Dragon type, how could I pass up? I can't pass up. It's a Dragon type tree, man. That's super duper cool. So I gotta have Executor on my team, man. I'm sure I'm not the only one. Oh my god, I'm just so excited for this guy. I really am. The last Pokemon for my team for Sun and Moon, it's gotta be Sandslash, man. The Pokemon revealed, I love Alolan Sandslash's design. Now, I know it's not all that different from the standard Sandslash that we know and love, the ground type one, but this thing just looks awesome, and it gives me my steel type, it gives me my, I get a fairy, I have a steel, and I have a dragon on my team, so I'm ready to take on any threat, but I just love this thing, man. I love its design, I love the icicles on its back, and I feel like it's so hard to get a good ice type in the game, because you don't find them until super duper late on in most Pokemon games, but it would be really cool to have a familiar face in an Igloo this time, a Sandshrew and a Sandslash on my team. I really want to try this guy out, and I'm not going to sit here and say that I was the biggest fan of Sandslash before, but I just love this thing's design, and whether or not it stinks, I think it's going to be really cool and really fun to use, and Ice and Steel is kind of a pretty cool typing, so I'm excited about it, man. I like the Alola and Sandslash, and I definitely have to add this thing to my squad. So here is the 6 Pokemon for my squad, man. We've got Rowlett and its presumed evolutions. We've got Charjabus, the Charjabug, of course, Grubbin, and then lastly, Vikavolt. Rockruff, because I'm really anticipating what it's going to evolve into. I'm hoping it just evolves into something super duper crazy awesome. We've got the Cutie Fly, because you know that thing's going to evolve into another bug fairy type, and if it doesn't, I'm coming for you, Game Freak. I'm coming for you. You better make that thing awesome. And then I got to show the love to my man, my man Executor, of course, the Dragon type, and last but not least, the Ice and Steel type Sandslash does look pretty awesome. So that is going to be my team here for Pokemon Sun and Moon as of right now. Of course, things could change if we get some new cool Pokemon, but that's the Pokemon I like the most. So let me know in the comment section below what 6 Pokemon you are going to have on your team for Pokemon Sun and Moon. And don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new for daily Pokemon content, and that is going to be it for me, guys. My name is Dan. I'll squat aDrive, and I'm going to catch you guys later. Peace.